I should have told the deputy, go out and bring me Lazarus. Well, I told the deputy, go out and bring me Lazarus. Bring him dead or alive, dead or alive. Well, the deputy began to wonder where in the world he would find him. Well, the deputy began to wonder where in the world he would find him. Well, I don't know, I don't know. Well, where they found him up between two mountains. Well, they found up between two mountains and load him down, load him down. Well, what they use there, they use the great big number. Well, what they use there, use the great big number, number 44, 44. When a woman loves a man, hard to let her go. When a woman loves a man, hard to let him go. You can feel him close after he's gone. Well, that poor mother, she couldn't come to the funeral. Well, Lazarus' poor mother, she couldn't come to the funeral. She didn't have no shoes, have no. Thank you. I'm going to do a tune from the album of 50 years ago. You may have heard it on the promo for the event tonight. We just like Walmart. How do we do it? Volume. As I went down to Charlottetown for to see my home true love, I spied a young man smiling as he sat there on the side of the road. Laid my hand upon his shoulder and he bit me in the arm. And as he sank his teeth in deeper, he asked me what did I mean by that. Think to seem senseless, see the reality I'm observed. You think that to seem senseless, see the reality I observe. Then the smoking oil stunk taxi made a U-turn without my command, and vodka bees smashed their faces as they kept on swimming into the glass. So we went down to the courthouse, and with tomatoes and many rotten eggs, and blind justice stared passively as Flash Gordon threw us down into the pit. You think that this seems senseless? See the reality I've observed. and the circus crowd applauded as the lady fell from a trapeze. Hogan was going a little taller than it had been before, so he went on down before us to see what we could see before. But it ever seemed so lonely that we just stumbled towards the door. Think that this seems senseless, see the reality I've observed. You think that this seems senseless, see the reality I've observed. So I went down to Charlottetown for to see my home true love, and I sang to her this lullaby, and I showed her all my wounds. She poured salt into them to see if I would laugh or cry, and passed the tea and donuts. I guess that's the way it goes. If you think that this seems senseless, just see the reality I've observed. If you think that this seems senseless, just see the reality I've observed. Ain't electricity fun? And now, if you weren't thrilled before, I'm going to switch guitars yet again. Here's another tune from the album. I understand there are some Rick Charette fans out there. He was somewhat the inspiration for this tune. Rick doesn't know that, don't tell him. Be our little secret. Here I am, and there I go. Where I stop, I'll never know. Lift my glass up to the sky. The amber light fills my eyes. Morning wasn't very kind. Damn near went out of my mind. Seems we never ever change, just get complicated and then complain. No matter what I had to say, he left for the mountains anyway. I'd things to do, and he did not. Well, I guess it's all in our thought. Here's to all the fights that we had, all the joys of being bad. Well, if you're ever in the hills, tell him you know me if you will. Saw his old lover yesterday. She didn't have too much to say. Thinks he left because of me. He's happy now. She refuses to see. I ask you, were you ever true? And if I was, what's that to you? What has been is what has been. Still I wished I'd gone with him. Grandchildren will come to me to be told the days when I was young and bold. I know exactly what I'll tell. I'll tell them that I knew you well. So lift your glass up to the sky. The amber light she fills high. Thank you. Thank you. Here's one of my more recent pieces. Wrote this on the mountainside in Colorado when I decided Colorado wasn't Maine. So I wrote a song about Tennessee. Well, Jethro was walking down a long dirt road, thinking to himself, why did I ever go and leave my dear sweet lady, a loving woman behind? I bet you sitting waiting for me on a Tennessee mountainside. How well he climbed on his pony and away he did ride, thinking to himself, well, can't my pony fly? How long it's gonna be before a spotted pony can make it on back to Tennessee? Well, you find yourself by a cold, clear mountain river, sitting there thinking just how lovely everything can be. Watching the breeze flitting through the trees, until you start to think about your home so far away. Oh, well, I had me a pony 14 hands high. When she jumped, she could touch the sky. She liked her ropes warmed up just so. And wherever we went, my word, that pony could go. Well, I find myself looking out the window, watching the snow drift by the shade. It seldom ever snows in Giles County, seldom in my home so far away. Well, I think I'll go just one more round, and the Tennessee rider will be homeward bound, slipping and a sliding, and just as pretty as can be. Oh, in a 62 Chevy, make it on back to Tennessee. Oh, well, I think I'll go just one more round, and the Tennessee rider will be homeward bound, slipping and a sliding, and just as pretty as can be. Oh, in the 62 Chevy, can make it on back to Tennessee one more. Oh, in a 62 Chevy, make it on back to Tennessee. Thank you. Now, the last time I played in Portland, I had my song list taped right here to the side of the guitar, in little tiny print. And now I have to have this big honking billboard behind me in order to see it. I don't know what's happened to these guitars that make that that way, but just bear with me while I run around. It's the only answer I can think of. This is another one of my tunes, a fairly recent one. I think it's the most recent one I've written. When before I got married, I had two inspirations for writing songs. One, I learned a new chord, and I wanted to be sure to remember it. Or I had a really bad breakup in a miserable relationship. And during that period of time, I wrote a lot of songs. I never learned many chords. But I think that warrants another drink of whatever the hell this is. Our bartender back there insisted that I have this. Dr. Perky. Dr. Mengele might have been the doctor.
Your wife will know better when you get home.
Yeah, and I don't know what the perky part was.
Yeah, she'll know when you get home.
Yeah, it's a little ominous. I see you leaving and I don't know why. It seems no matter how hard you try, one of us is always saying goodbye. One of us goes out and slams the door, like we've done 100 times before. Don't know how the hinges take much more with a love like ours. With a love like ours, saying, oh no, don't go, don't you leave me here. Oh no, don't go, with all my fear. Knew a man fed the birds from his hand. He swore they all could understand. He'd open the window and they would all land for their handout. He knew the animals, he studied them all. He'd grab his gun and go out every fall. Shoot him a few to put up on his wall. I guess he thought they looked a little bit better that way. Baby, did you ever think I'd look a little better that way? No, oh no, don't go, don't you leave me here. Oh no, don't go, with all my fear. I see you coming, I should probably hide, but once again I'll let you back inside. Be without you I just can't abide, or don't think so. Love and lust, it's all confused, and one of us I got my feeling used. I think I'd rather be a little abused than be without you. At least I think so. At least I think so. Go now. Oh no, don't go. Don't you leave me here. Oh no, don't go, with all my fear. Oh no, don't go, don't you leave me here. Oh no, don't go, with all my fear. Thank you. going to do another tune from the album. And once again, for your enjoyment, switch guitars. I think my most dedicated fans are from the local music store. I don't know why that is. Get myself strapped in here in case I stop suddenly and crashed into the audience. Gee whiz. I'm sure this is all terribly fascinating for you. I think that's how it's going to hold. Now it'll be back to the music store. Somewhere there's a little hole here. This is a little like a colonoscopy if you've never... All right, I think I'm ready. This is from the album. It's a 33 1/3 LP, for those of you who remember LPs. Big honking thing with a little hole in the middle. They have to spin them around to beat hell just to get the fidelity out of the things. Once was the day they needed 78s to get the fidelity out of them. For those of you who care. Just a part-time girl, someone when there was no one else around, someone that you always cared for, but that you never got her around to love. Part-time girl with a look into my eyes, with a look that could hypnotize me into saying things I never would have thought of when you weren't around. Someone you'd introduce to a friend, going to town you didn't know what else to do, someone to talk to when you were down, but you never had the time when her eyes were sad. Part-time girl, look into my eyes, tell me, what did you surmise from any desires I probably should have tried to hide? Might wander up to her place, be surprised to find that no one's there. Note says she left a week ago, and you're sorry you didn't have the time to see her off. Part-time girl, I look into my eyes, tell me, did you see through my disguise? I placed so very carefully just for you. Into my eyes, what your boss got the biggest surprise, to find a lonely man is nothing but a vacuum for runaway soul. She was just a part-time girl, someone when there was no one else around, someone that you always cared for, This is my effort to do a country tune. If I'm lucky, all I can prance around a little, pull this cord out and shout out everything and blow every fuse in Portland. Writing you this letter just to tell you how I am. Being alone at night is getting me down. Sure, but that seems simple, plain enough to me. Georgia, I'm hoping you'll understand. Whoa, sweet Georgia, won't you sing? Whoa, sweet Georgia, won't you sing? Georgia, won't you sing that song? Out of desperation, I poured vinegar in Freddy's tea. That's a pretty lean way to get your jollies. Well, I tell you, Georgia, my humor's growing pale. Time I learned some new tricks. Whoa, sweet Georgia, won't you sing? Whoa, sweet Georgia, won't you sing? Georgia, won't you sing that song? Stopped into a drugstore, tried to call, but you weren't home. Bought a cup of coffee with my dime instead. It might warm my fingers, it'll probably burn my lips. Georgia, it will never warm like you do. Whoa, sweet Georgia, won't you sing? Whoa, sweet Georgia, won't you sing? Georgia, won't you sing that song? Jump right off this stool, run right out that door, back to you. Well, I tell you, Georgia, I've got a yearning down inside. Keeps me right on singing this sad, sad song. It won't much longer till I'm right outside your door. Georgia, I hope you yearn like I do. Oh, sweet Georgia, won't you sing? Oh, Georgia, won't you sing? Oh, Georgia, won't you sing that song?
Thank you.
Well, we're going to close with another cover. This is dedicated to Bob Dylan because Bob's very special to me. He gave anyone permission to sing in public. And so here we are. I hope you Bob Dylan fans aren't offended. If you are, well. But your prime, didn't you? Oh, they say beware, doll, your fine folks, you thought they hidden you. You used to laugh about everybody that was hanging out. Now you don't talk so loud. Now you don't seem so proud. Having to be scrounging your name. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own? No direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone. Well, you went to find a school of rock this one, but you know you only get used in it. No one ever taught you how to live out on the streets, and now you're gonna get used to it. You used to compromise, Mr. Tramp, but now you realize he's not selling any alibi, selling the vacuum of his eyes. And you ask him, do you want to make a deal? How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own and no direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? Well, you turn around, see the frowns, the jokes and the clowns, they all did tricks for you. And you never understood that it worked no good, you shouldn't let other people get their kicks for you. You used to love your man, Mr. Tramp, you know, some other stuff happened. How does it feel when you discover that he's not exactly where it's at? After it took from you everything you could. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own, with no direction home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone? Thank you very much for coming out here tonight. We're just going to wind it up. One more. How does it feel? How does it feel to be on your own, like a prison home, like a complete unknown, like a rolling stone?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
My lead.